going on, everybody? My name's Danny Ferrari.
My name is Parker Ament.
And we are Excellent Sound, and we are back with a very special video. Every video is a special video, but this one's even extra special, right?
Happy fucking holidays.
Happy holidays. The politically
Merry
correct.
Christmas.
Don't say it, bro.
Merry Chrysler.
Don't say it, dude.
Happy Hanukkah.
Don't say it, bro. There's plenty of holidays. We're not allowed to say them.
Dude.
Happy holidays. Black Friday. We're here. We're super excited. We got some crazy deals going on. We're going to be showing you guys how to make this sound today. Woo!
Ooh, that's a yoinker.
Showing you the secrets of yoinkage and wubbage and what you're doing wrong. We've been using FM wrong this whole time.
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning of time, we have been using FM wrong, but don't worry, we went back in time to figure out why we're using FM wrong and show you some cool tricks that you're probably not using to make some serious wubbage and some serious yoinkage, right?
Lots of yoinkage.
Lots of yoinkage. We're going to be talking about that in a little bit. But first, we want to let you guys know about our amazing Black Friday sale going on up until December 1st. So you guys make sure that you guys are checking out the website and you're on the email list because the first thing that we're doing is we have a crazy promo going on. Parker, show one, bro.
It's Black Friday
It's
all
Black
month,
Friday.
guys.
We love Black Friday.
It's our favorite holiday.
Black Friday is not just a Friday, dude. It's just black everywhere, dude, for the whole month.
It's Black Month.
That sounds... nope.
Sounds but
That's
it's not.
February.
Holidays.
Right? Black Friday. What did they say at Guitar Center? Oh, it's Green Friday.
Oh, yeah, it's Green Month.
I don't know why they call it Black Friday.
It's because, like, when you're in the black, it's like when you're winning or something.
Oh, I see.
Something that it has to do with sales.
Well, it's more
or something.
about you guys, okay? So,
Yes.
and girls. We don't. So, what we got going on here is, as you can see here, Excellence Black Friday sale. The big one is that you will save $50 off automatically, bam, when you spend $200. That works on all our packs, including brand builders, SoundCloud, everything, right? Or is it just the main packs? It works on SoundCloud
No,
too.
it works on everything.
Everything, even, but not lessons. That's the only thing.
Not lessons.
But
yes.
don't worry for lessons. We got something coming soon, so don't worry about that. But definitely recommend checking out those out. So yeah, $50 off $200 or more. We got $25 when you spend $150 or more. So I mean that's a crazy deal right there. You can get 2 packs and get one for $25 off right there.
Yeah,
the bigger packs.
And we feel you guys, like we're always searching for the Black Friday sales. Like
Yeah.
we're on, you know, we're checking out UA, we're checking out Waves, we're seeing like what is on sale and we're buying shit.
And that includes some of the bundles. Like we have double bundles, I think, that we're going on. So
Double bundles.
Double bundles and triple bundles, which we'll be talking about in a little bit.
Yep.
$15 off when you spend $100 or more, and $10 when you spend $75 off or more. On top of that, if you're part of our email list, which if you're not, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
We are sending out different random percentages off to multiple people on our email list, okay?
Yep.
You might get a 25% off coupon.
Could be a 50% off coupon.
It could be a 200% off coupon where we pay you money to just have our samples.
We could be knocking on your door with dinner.
With dinner. That's
With
one
the
of them for
turkey.
sure. One of you are going to get that for
Turkey
sure.
dinner.
The turkey dinner
Is that
percent
what
off.
you do on Christmas?
Well, it
turkey
depends. Well, yeah, a lot of people eat ham, right? Italians just eat more pasta. What do you guys eat on Hanukkah?
Chinese food.
Oh, that's right. But is there a special dinner for Hanukkah on the
Not
8th
like
night?
there's not really a classic dinner. We have like little snacks and stuff, but not. Yeah, like not like it's not like a.
Not like gefilte fish, isn't that like our matzo ball soup?
No, we eat that all the time.
Yeah,
bro.
that's right. So yeah, happy holidays. We're running the Black Friday sale right now. We're going to talk about some triple bundle bangers that we got going on too for that as well. So make sure you're part of the email list. Subscribe, like, comment down below. We're going to go ahead and get into this video and we'll talk more about some of those promos in a little bit. So the Yoink, the
Let's
Wub.
jump in.
The Yoink, the Wub. It's very purple Lamborghini-ish. And I think, so what's been happening is we've been, like, when we did, a lot of our packs, when we're trying to figure out these remakes, a lot of times we have to kind of go back in time. And what I mean by that is me using Massive. So, like, I've been on this stick lately where I've had a full boner for Massive lately.
Full hard on.
6 to midnight, fully engorged for Massive. Because there's a certain tonality to it that I want to understand and then apply it to Serum, because Serum is so much easier to use. And actually, what I found out is actually can do a lot more than Massive, believe it or not. And people don't really know that, or they think that, but I've figured out a lot of different things, which I won't get into. Maybe we'll make a video about it. If you want to see that, shout out in the comments below. But yeah, so FMing is something that we've kind of found by playing with Massive a little bit and then coming back into Serum. So I want to show you guys some cool tricks for wubs like this.
Tell them what FMing is.
FMing is
for all the people that don't know.
Frequency modulation. There's filter modulation, which is different, but it's a frequency modulator, right? So what happens is that you have two waveforms, which we're going to show you right now, like so. Okay,
it's very simple, guys. Like a lot of people don't know what FMing is.
I'm a visual person, so I like to try to visualize it. If you don't know what's happening, a really good idea is to export out of Serum what an FM is doing, which we can actually do that real quick, because let's go ahead and take a sine wave, right? And let's go ahead and take another sine wave, okay? I'm going to turn this one off, and I'm just going to play a note. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, I'm going to pull that out right here. Okay. And let's go ahead and grab an EQ. There is just one frequency band with a sine wave, okay? So if I go ahead and I do a little bit of FMage, okay, which I'm going to do right now over here. Okay, so I'm going to take another sine wave. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this up. Actually, I'm going to leave it at 0. And I'm going to set it to FM from B on oscillator A. I'm going to turn the level down, okay? I'm not hearing anything. I'm going to mix this in. Okay, that's a good little length of one. So I'm going to pull that out, what I just did. Okay, so if we zoom in, let's go ahead and hit that Z real quick. Okay, so if we zoom in super much. So here's our first sine wave. Okay, look, it's a sine wave. Looks just like it, right? Just okay, and then when we're adding FM synthesis, let's go ahead and zoom back out and we'll click on the other one. Look what happens to the waveform, right? So you have another sine wave that's coming into play. And what it's doing is it's actually changing the actual wavetable itself. So that is what FM is essentially doing, is you're taking one wavetable and you are modulating it into the other one. So essentially you're blending it in, and that FM knob is the amount of dry wetness of that. So if you turned it all the way up, it would be really, really harsh. But you can learn a lot by just looking at waves. I know it's super nerdy shit, but I've been doing it a lot lately. And the reason why you see, like, instead of this looking like a normal sine wave, you're getting phasing too, which is causing this to have a different sort of shape than just like a sine wave. And then if you're moving it or adjusting the octave, that can change a lot of different things. So that's a little rundown. If you smoke nugs like we do, hit that nug, cue the music.
Smoke it
You're
up, baby.
fucking welcome. Okay? So that's what FM is.
Feeding one wave into another wave.
That's it.
That's
right?
all it is.
I don't know why I had to explain it so long, but I did. And this video is going to be an hour long. Let's get back into the video.
Let's jump in.
Let's jump on in. Okay. Back to making this. We have our Serum setup right here. So now we have an idea of what FM is. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this MIDI note that we were using for our little wub. We're going to make that without even something similar to that. Link will be in the download description below. There's not really any processing, but I'll talk about that later. So let's go ahead and hear this. So we just have a sine wave. Okay, I'm going to pull Serum back up. Like so. Oh, wait, we have our two sine waves. Okay, let's turn this down and let's start with just a sine wave. Okay, so what most people do when they're FMing, right, is they go like this. This is why you've been doing it wrong, or we've been doing it wrong, I think, at least, without thinking of it. We've been putting these barriers on ourselves because we see other people do things, and then we think, oh, that's what you're supposed to do when you FM. But we forget that there's no rules, right? So when it comes to FMing, you might just pull it up like 2 octaves. That's a very, very common thing to do. And, you know, if you were to make a wub, right, you would probably want to do something basic like this. And the shape that you're always going to make for a lot of times to get that wub sound or any sound at all, you really need to start thinking about what the shape is, right? Because these LFOs are essentially your hand moving a knob and pulling it back. So essentially this knob is pulling it up, right, to the very tip. So if I put this on a little bit of FM like so, okay, it's pulling it up. And by the time it hits here, which is my hand, which would be the end of the knob, and then pulling it back, right? So that's like kind of an easier way to kind of understand it. But yeah, essentially people would kind of do this. Maybe they'd put on a low pass filter and with some reverb, right? You know, and then there's your wub or whatever. I mean, that's just like kind of a bullshit one, but. And then maybe, oh, I'll be crazy, I'll put it up to 7 semitones. Right? And that's a great sound, don't get me wrong. But here's what we're trying to do a little bit differently, okay? So these are like exact pitches, but when you FM, it's because of the frequency modulation, it's actually changing the pitch a little bit, which can actually make it sound cool. But what we've been doing for a long time is just kind of doing this, okay, +1 octave, +2, right? Rather than actually going in, and let's go ahead and switch this to I'm going to turn this off for right now. I'm going to remove all modulators. Let's go ahead and use a square wave, right? Because I know a square wave as modulating into the sine wave is going to get some crazy tone because this has odd harmonics. Oh, wait, I got to put the FM on. There we go. Right? So now, instead of going to the normal octave, we're going to start messing with the coarse pitch, right? Which I didn't think about doing for the longest time. I don't know why. So you could just set it to 12, right? Oh, that's 64. But that's even sick as it is.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's 4 octaves. A lot of times those screamy basses are made that way, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set this to we're going to put it to 12 for right now, just to get it. So 12 would be 1 octave. Okay, and now here's where we're going to get differences in pitch. We're going to use the sync knob, okay? The sync knob, essentially what that's doing is that's pushing the waveform. It's like essentially duplicating the waveform over and over again. I believe that's my best understanding of it. So when you take a sync with no window and I do this and I pull that sync up, you're seeing it just scrunch itself. It's basically pitching it up also too, in a way. There's your typical, Skrillexy laser type of sound, right? So but if you have it all the way up, you're getting like a perfect pitch. Let's go ahead and pull in a tuner too so you guys can kind of see. Or not a perfect pitch, but somewhat relative to what, yeah. It's pretty perfect, you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this down. Now it's still in pitch, right? What we're going to do is we're going to try to get some differentiating pitches going on. So I'm going to take this wub shape. I'm going to make it a little bit sharper, like so. Okay. I'm not going to put it on the level like I normally do. That's what I would normally do. I'd put it on the level and be like, oh, there's a wub, right? Call it a day. What we're going to do is we're going to put it on the sync knob. And then we're going to go ahead and try to maybe pull it backwards. And let's go ahead and turn the FM knob up. Now watch this. It sounds kind of lame, right? Well, it's kind of cool. But I'm going to turn it all the way up. Okay, kind of nothing really happening special, but just the sync knob is changing, wow, 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 kind of pitching it, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add a bandpass filter. So you can use 2 different types of filters for the most part. No, you can use any filter. Don't listen to me. But if you want to get that classic sort of yoink feeling or wub feeling.
It's like the swooshiest one.
Yeah, exactly. Because the highs are coming in really quick and then they're coming out as soon as they hit, right? So I'm going to use a bandpass 24 filter. Okay, now nothing's happening. It's kind of sucks, right? So we need to use this. We need a hand, right? Let's go ahead and make it go both ways by making it bipolar. That's giving us that whippiness that we need. Another thing people don't do a lot of times is they use LFOs, which I think are great. Like I'm using LFOs in this instance, but envelopes are also really powerful to use on these type of sounds because you can really mess with the release. You can do it with an LFO, but you have to turn BPM off and you have to get the rate and to really get to dial in like a good release like you would. And with this, it's a lot different. So don't be afraid to mess with envelopes too when you're using a, when you're trying to make a yoink or a wub. But for now, we're going to stick with LFO and leave it on envelope for now. Another thing I like to do is I like to add a little bit to the drive as well. And then maybe dial this back a little bit. So I want everything to be as loud as possible right here. It sounds like we're getting reverb right now. Yeah. Oh, we do have reverb on. I forgot. Let's turn the reverb off so you guys know where we're at. That makes it super bitey when it goes this way. That sounds pretty good. Now if I pull this back, I like it up here. All the way up, baby. Okay, now that we got that, let's go ahead and add our normal hyperdimension. Mix knob, I tend to find that it sounds pretty good right around here. Or all the way spread wide for the hyper. So if you like the way it sounds, a good thing to do is add that same LFO and put it to right where it sounds good for you. So it doesn't sound too drastic. And then dial it in. Or you can just leave it. That sounds pretty good.
Gives us some really good width.
I'm going to turn the size down in the mix up. Maybe a little bit more size. Now, if I was to go through these other wavetables, actually, let's stick on a triangle wave. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice.
My next process of thinking is, okay, there's not enough highs because I just took them all out with this bandpass. So let's go ahead and add a distortion. And I'm just going to use a regular tube, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on the drive. I'm also going to add a little bit of release to this first envelope. Beautiful. Okay, and then of course some multiband, right? And then I could put essentially, you know, this is a wub, right? I could then put an EQ on if I wanted to. With my EQs, when I'm doing like really heavy wubs, if I want a lot of low end, I'll make a big fat Q like this, kind of more like that, and then I'll put the LFO on that and kind of push it forward. Kind of brings that low end out really nice. And then you could put a reverb on, and when you're using a reverb, probably do the decay around there and the low cut. You know, make sure you cut the lows out. But what we're going to do is we're going to take it further because we want to make a little bit of, we want to make a yoink. You know what I mean? So a couple components that a lot of people aren't thinking about when they're making a yoink is a chorus, right? A chorus, you know, like a typical Lamborghini sort of like yoink, if you want that metallic-y sound, right? Here's how you get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and just play with it stock on. Already sounds pretty cool, but if you want that like springy, bouncy sound, the way to dial in a chorus, what I've learned with all these filters is turn everything up. Turn the rate up, maybe not the delays, turn the depth up and the feedback. Now it's going to be a little loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Oh yeah. Okay, so look, the low pass filter, that we want to make sure that's all the way up. So from there, what I can hear is like, okay, I can dial that in. So I'm going to go ahead and start messing with these delays. The feedback is what's causing it to be a little too much. So let's go ahead and dial that back in. Okay, and let's mess with the depth now. Now it's all about the delay. There's that springiness I was talking about. Maybe it goes better down here. Nope, sounds better up here. There's that little spring, right? Let's go ahead and add that to the feedback. Okay, and then from here, we can dial in the mix. Right? So that's that like springy sound you hear in like a purple Lamborghini yoink or something. Maybe a little bit more up. Another way to get that is to use something like a delay, okay? And we're going to do a very, very fast delay. Because, of course, what I learned about this, I just started reading manuals. Can you believe that? I started reading, bro.
That's epic.
I just learned.
It's epic. I hate manuals. Personally, I like reading, but manuals are just like.
Well, if it's something you're interested in, you can do it, you know? And I was like, I mean, I didn't want to, but I still need to finish reading the Serum manual because I've started it, but I started going into Massive manual and just understanding what certain things are in there so I can apply it to here. So What a chorus is, essentially, what I learned, is a chorus is sending a delayed signal of itself, right? And depending upon the actual depth, I believe, and the feedback is how long it's going to go for, obviously. And the depth is actually adjusting the pitch of that delay. So it's like a choir effect is the way that they described it. And I thought that was a really great way of describing what chorus is, right? So chorus and delay can kind of do the same type of thing, right? But a chorus is like really fast delay. So let's go ahead and expand on that and use a linked delay like so. I'm going to turn this off for right now. And I'm going to turn these down to like around 59 is probably the top. If I turn it down, you can hear there's pitch in it. There's that little springiness we were talking about. Right? There's a lot of sounds that you can hear that are made like that with just that feedback spring.
Yeah.
Turn it all the way up. Hear what it's doing. So I could essentially put this on the mix knob. I don't want it to be that much fed back, but I want that. That's what I'm looking for, that little. I'm going to put the chorus back on. Now I could dial this back in a little bit more, or I could just do 1 or 2, whatever I'm feeling like is the best way. So now that we have this, that's sounding pretty good to me. We're going to go ahead and start messing with the FM and doing a little bit of processing. But before we do that, we want to make sure you guys all know about our bundles we're going. We got triple banger bundles going on, bro.
Triple banger bundles.
Triple banger bundles for Black Friday all the way to December 1st, right? We got Cartel Volume 1 and 2 and Midtemps all on sale together, right? I forgot the price. What's the price?
This one's $129.
$129.99. You get the bundle of Cartels 1, 2, and Midtemps. Okay, that's an insane
I think that's
deal.
like my favorite bundle.
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
bundle.
1, 2, and Midtemps.
And then you got Rhythm Riot 1 and 2 and Dub Sauce. So essentially, we wanted to pair a couple of things together, and you can still use that bundle, right, to apply to other packs. So if you want to go ahead and try to find a mathematical way of getting stuff, way cheaper that we didn't have the time to figure out, go for it.
But yeah, that is the secret, is these bundle packs work with our tiered pricing.
Exactly.
So you can, if you get, let's say, Cartel 1, the top bundle, you can put that $129 towards all the other stuff. So you can start adding packs on top of that, hit that $200 mark, and get even more packs for free.
And you're good to go.
It's insane.
Also, too, you might have your coupons. Wait, did you just mention that, the coupons that we sent out?
We mentioned it earlier, but
yeah,
I was talking about the bundles.
Yeah, but we're sending out coupons to some people, so if you're part of our email list, you're going to save even more. So,
oh yeah,
if you've been waiting this, a long time to get some, something that's a little bit more affordable, this is definitely the time. We got more products coming out too in the next, 2021. We got a lot of great stuff that we're really excited about. Different types of content. And one of the other different types of content that will be available for Black Friday and will be able to be discounted, it actually is discounted as it is. And our Brand Builders is on sale. It's normally $125. So you're going to go ahead and qualify for that. What is the price that they're going to save off it automatically?
They get an extra $15 off.
After $125?
Yep.
Nice. So yeah, there you go. You get $15 off of that. So you're getting it for $105. And you could bundle it with other stuff. So Brand Builders is a really, really good opportunity for you to start building your brand, to start making content for yourself on the video side, start playing around with some ideas to help you be able to put your stuff out there and have it look good and professional. We still got the bonuses running for that too with the sample pack. And
yeah, it's really important to think about the visual aspect. We're always talking about music this, music that, but like all listeners obviously hear your music, but you need all of this other stuff to go behind the music. You need visuals, you need good Instagram content, you need all of this, and we want to help you with that. So this is what Brand Builders is. You can recycle, rinse all of this content over and over again and really find your sauce.
Right. Or maybe you're already performing and DJing. And, you can use these to make your own live visuals. So another really cool act about Brand Builders, something really cool, and it's on sale right now. So make sure you guys go grab that. Let's go ahead and jump back in and show them the big tip from this video today. So now that we're back in, another thing. So now we got our little yoink kind of going. We got that springiness too. There's always a missing component, which is always just a reverb. So I'm gonna go ahead and I have a little reverb throw. Can't give it to you now, but stay tuned for something. And as far as what we have for processing, we just have an OTT and some saturation. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull those on too. We'll put these in the download description. I mean, you don't think you really need them, but that sounds like the boom, down, 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 down. It's the chorus, it's the delay, and it's the FM. So now here is the meat and potatoes of it. Why I said
meat and potatoes.
FMing wrong this whole time, right? Is because we're always stuck inside these rules of octaves and semitones. We don't ever really think about this course pitch. So if we start playing with this course pitch a little bit more, and the sync as well. These are our pitch components. There's so many different tonalities that we can get. I'm gonna turn the reverb off so you can actually hear a little bit. Maybe turn this up too. Nope, never mind. Put it in a B. And then mess with the FM back again. Or maybe this is on the FM too. So yeah, messing with the course pitch is a really, really good idea to get a little bit more creative and make your stuff sound a little bit different. I also recommend using the LFO on there too. You might get some interesting stuff. Right? That's what it sounds like without the filter. And that way you can get a little bit different tonality with it. So basically the whole point of this is that we want you to all start playing with really dialing in, using the sync feature with FM. It's not a rule, but it really helps with getting different pitches and harmonics in there that you're not getting from other wavetables. And also messing with the course pitch. If I put this down to 0 and I mess with the sync, right? I'm gonna just turn this off. So that's how it would normally sound. But if I turned it all the way up, totally different pitch. I'm gonna turn this off too. So you can see it's essentially pitching through. Let's go ahead and make it sharp. So you can see we really, really enjoyed finding out this little trick with FM, and I think that a lot of like the sounds that we're hearing, the reason why it's just not like your basic FM is because there's a lot of pitching going on, because when you would use something like Massive, you would use their phase modulator, which is an FM modulator. It's just a sine wave. Read the manual, right? And all that's doing is you would mess with the pitch and you would get this really cool grittiness to it. It wasn't exact numbers. I mean, you could go to 12, but it would sound really good at like 37 or 14. There's some magical numbers in these course pitches. And of course, with the sync as well, you have, endless capabilities of getting some different tones that you probably weren't, doing. You were probably just going, octave up one, semitone, like just real basic. So play around with that. Play around with detune to get some really, really interesting sounds. Hopefully you all enjoyed that. It was really fun to make this type more of content. So we're going to have some more of this type of stuff. Like goal. Let's give them a like goal for what?
Let's do 1,000 likes on this video.
1,000 likes, and then what?
And we'll give them the reverb rack.
We'll give you reverb rack. We'll post it back down in the descriptions once it hits 1,000. And this is a really cool reverb. It's an auto pan reverb rack. So
and
don't
forget, guys. You guys use your tuner, use your eyes with this stuff too, especially because your ears will play tricks on you when you're doing all this tuning over and over again. Like me and Danny, we always get into arguments about like, is this note like on or does it work and it's like we don't really know. We just think it works, and then when we pull the tuner up, it's either wrong or it's right. So don't be afraid to use the tuner and use it the like a spectrogram, like in the EQ.
Yeah, and then look at audio. Look to see what's happening. You'll learn a lot better that way. Again, I'm a visual alert. Obviously, we're auditorial learners too, but very visual. When I can see something, I can understand it better. Obviously, that's why we do these tutorials.
Yeah.
So if you guys like the content, help us out and support us on Patreon. We have tons of project files, plus discounts and exclusive content just for our patrons. All the YouTube content gets uploaded from there, all the project files, serum presets, and samples that we make plus tons of extra stuff. We're going to have some more. We're going to start doing videos, content for patrons.
The Patreon community is like insane right now.
And
it's
you'll
really,
have a
really
chance to be, some of the patrons that we're about to pull out right now, huh, Parks?
Yeah, pull them out of there,
Let me
dude.
pull them out, dude. Let me get in my little sack of
Christmas
patrons.
bag, dude.
Christmas bag. See our Christmas bag?
Plop them.
See our Christmas bag?
Gotta plop them right there,
Should
dude.
we pour them out?
Yeah, just pour them.
You want to? There. And you just shake them all out.
Shake them all.
Right? And then you throw them in the air, and now they're snowing down on us.
Snowing down.
And then you stick your tongue out like this.
With some like Christmas bows, licking some patrons.
And then a patron lands right on your tongue like so.
Yeah. Licking that patron.
And then you get this person.
Oh shit.
This patron gets a special shout out because they landed on my tongue.
I don't know about that.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't want to be that patron.
And then you kiss them.
Would
and
not
you
want
blow
to be that
away.
patron.
Why not, bro?
Dude.
Does my breath smell, dude?
It might, dude. We gotta ask that patron.
It helps us out big time to be able to do more videos, more content. We're streaming on Twitch Fridays. I think we're going to start trying to make it a regular thing. We're going to have some guests. We're going to be doing a lot of different stuff as far as production, DJing, and then actually having some friends come on and doing some really cool stuff. We're really excited about it. So make sure you all check out the Black Friday sale. We got some, we got a couple new packs that came out too, and of course brand builders. So make sure you all jump and take advantage of that. Join the email list. The link for this sound that we made, it will be in the download description.
It's our biggest sale all year.
Ever.
So take advantage of it. So
make sure you guys jump in while you can, okay? We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. We love you all. We
love you guys. Thank you.
Song's the fucking gas.